Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. We are just about a week outside of the Florida RV Super Show. A lot of people are going to be buying RVs. This video is an important one, guys. This has to do with a potential problem out there with people buying RVs.
This is coming from RVtravel.com and it's dated January 7th, 2025. A growing scam could leave you stuck with a stolen vehicle.
So this is coming out of the state of Oregon, but it can affect any state nationwide. People getting scammed buying stolen RVs, not knowing they're stolen RVs, buying from what they think are legitimate dealerships. And this is how the scam works.
You see an online ad or something on the internet for a motorhome that looks amazing.
Or an RV.
Or an RV. It doesn't have to be a motorhome, right? So you drive to the dealership and you go with your money and you're ready to buy this amazing deal. You hand over your money, you get the keys, you take the RV, and you get the manufacturer certificate of origin. You go to the DMV, you hand over this MCO as they call it, and you find out it's a phony.
You go back to the dealership where you hand this money, the dealership is not there anymore. So now you're out of the money for the RV. You can't have the RV because it's stolen property. Police are going to seize that. And you're sitting on your hands and wondering, how could this happen to you?
So first, what is an MCO? So an MCO is a document that certifies the original ownership of a vehicle. So it is issued by the manufacturer when a vehicle is produced, and it will contain the information like the make, model, year, and vehicle identification number.
So most of the time, from our experience, you would never even see that MCO. The dealership is going to handle that with DMV, because likely there's going to be some kind of lien on the title, or you'll wind up getting the title mailed to you from DMV later on. I don't know how every state works, and we want your feedback on this. But in Oregon, I'm assuming, according to this article, the MCO is then handed over to the customer to go register the vehicle. With all that being said, what can you do to protect yourself? That's why we wanted to make you aware of this potential scam. There's many other scams out there, but there's some simple things, some simple steps that you can do to protect yourself. One of the easiest way to identify a vehicle, the standard way, is through the VIN, the vehicle identification number. These thieves are also making fake VINs. However, there are ways you can verify. One quick way, especially on motorized, there's going to be VINs in multiple areas. You'll have it usually on the dashboard, a lot of times somewhere on the chassis, and then there'll be stickers around the whole RV with the VIN number. That's an easy way to look.
So take that VIN number and run it through the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration recall site. So if this will show if the VIN on the certificate is the one issued by the manufacturer. If no VIN is found, you will get an error message, meaning the VIN was not issued by the manufacturer. And just so you know, that search is free.
So that would be your first big red flag. If that was issued out by the manufacturer and it went to a dealer, then it should be in the system. The second way to research the history of this vehicle is through the National Motor Vehicle Title Information System. That is a consumer protection database. It provides title information from states across the country. These sites usually charge a nominal fee, but it may be worth it because RVs are not cheap, especially new RVs.
So you want to make sure that you compare the VIN on the vehicle to the one on the MCO, the manufacturer certificate of origin. If they don't match, that could be a problem. If they do match, you also want to make sure, because these criminals are finding a way to install counterfeit numbers on these stolen vehicles.
But like we said earlier, most RVs, especially motorized, they'll have these VIN numbers in multiple locations. Another thing, and this is not for all RVs, we can't speak to this, we could speak specifically to Newmar, and this is an easy way. This is in addition to the VIN, each Newmar motorhome has a unique 6-digit coach number. So like when we call to the service center, everything is by that unique coach number. That's an easy way. So say it's a stolen Newmar. It will have a unique coach number. And if you call and that coach number doesn't exist, and it doesn't exist to the person that it's registered to, because they know, they'll ask the name, big red flag.
These are all steps that you can take, but let's take it back a few steps before we even get to this. And this is something that we talk about on our channel all the time, and that's choosing the right dealership. A lot of people get sucked in when they see a great deal online. You see this beautiful picture. Oh my gosh, it's such a great deal. And you want to jump at it. This is what my dad always said to me. My dad, who's been passed for years, make sure you get in writing, proceed with caution. It was always these things you want to make sure that you do.
If it looks too good to be true, it probably is.
Right. So in choosing a dealership, and we actually have a video coming out very shortly about a recent dealership visit that we took. So keep your eyes open for that video. But we talk very highly of certain dealerships that we know take care of their customers, that are honest, and there's many of them out there.
Another simple thing to do is that you want to go to a dealership that's established. So if you find this online, this Facebook marketplace post from dealership ABCD that you've never heard of, and you go on Google and there's no reviews of it, or, because they'll put reviews, all the reviews were posted in the past week and they're all great and they all look exactly the same.
Same language. Yeah.
These are big red flags, guys. I would certainly recommend that you ask outside, go to the forums. People know.
Right.
Usually these scammers are not one-shot deals. They do this over and over. Do your research. Leave the emotion. We just did a video with Chris Lizio from Into RV who's talking about shopping at RV shows. It has nothing to do with scamming, but RV shows. Leave the emotion out of it. Slow everything down, because when you have emotion and you're in a rush, that's when you make mistakes. So something like this, or anytime you're buying an RV, even for a legitimate dealership, slow things down and know what you're doing. This is now the second video we did about RVers getting scammed. The last one, we'll link the video up above. It had to do with a dealership that was taking in consignment units, selling those consignment units, and the owners of those units were not getting the money. And I think, if my memory serves me correctly, it was also out of Oregon. So I don't know what's going on in Oregon.
Well, he did get nabbed, though.
He did. He got arrested,
Yeah.
but those people were out of their money.
Right,
So
right.
just be careful, guys.
So in the comments below, let us know, have you heard of this specific scam? Do you know anybody that has been affected by it? What other RV scams out there do you know of? Please, let's share, guys. That's the point of this channel, to educate and help each other. We learn from you, you learn from us. Put that in the comments below.
We also want you to share this out to other RVers so that way they're aware of it and they're not losing and becoming a victim. If you like videos like this, guys, to the left of us, we'll put our RV news playlist. We'll put our RV safety playlist, and for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime.
See you on the road.